4Beerzin. That is Q&A with 4Beerzin. Not only is it Q&A with 4Beerzin, it is our season finale.
Yeah.
That's it. Season 2.
Can you believe
season
it?
2 finale.
Pretty good, eh? Pretty good season.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a good
Season 2, there's been some tarot card reading.
Amazing tarot card reading.
What else has been happening?
We've drunk lots of beers. Being 4 beers in.
Yeah, we've had a few beers.
Bit of cock blocking.
Bit of cock blocking.
And then we talk about breakups, not broke-ups, broke-ups.
Oh, the good, the bad, the ugly. Yeah.
Good about that, yeah.
Yeah, they were good times. And some sad times as well.
Old bangers.
Yes, we talked about old bangers and some...
They were the good times, yeah, Dan.
The old bangers were the good times.
And those sneaky things you'd find under the hood.
There was a pause. Pause but so we got the Q&A special today.
We do.
But not linked in with ABC's Q&A. We got nothing, no affiliation there. This is just our own Q&A.
No, this is our own thing. Ask us anything.
Ask us anything.
Yeah.
Not to confuse us with you can't ask that. Ask us anything.
All right.
That is us. But we actually have the lovely Lucy back on the show, and she's going to read the questions for us from real people out in the
real world.
The real world.
All right.
So, do you want to take it away, Lucy? What's the first question?
Ooh, the first question is, what made you want to start a podcast, and do you get inspiration from other podcasters?
Go, Dan.
That's a real good one, that one.
I think it has to start with Dan.
It has to start with you, mate. In all honesty, this is you came up to us and went, "I want to do this."
Yeah.
So it came from you. So you have to answer this.
So how do we do this? That was a question. I said to you guys, it's let's do a podcast. How do we do this? Let's catch up and have a chat. But it was really I was in a conversation with a couple of people, and it was really a friend of ours who just went, "You should do a podcast," which I think translated to talk shit somewhere else. Really, I think that's what he was trying to say in a polite.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, in a polite way. I'm pretty sure that's what
you
he
don't
meant.
talk shit, mate.
But you know what? I took that on board, and there were a few signs. Like I just won a little cheeky bet on the World Cup. I thought, oh, okay, so yeah, I've won that, thinking that would cover the whole podcast production. But little did I know that it didn't. And then in my next call, I thought, okay, like there's a lot of things people say to me, and I don't follow it. Not follow it through, but I don't, carry on. I thought, no, okay, I'll look into this. I've, listened to a few podcasts and thought, okay, how would we make that happen? And then I messaged, our good mates and was just like, okay, how do we do this? And then, then we all caught up together and
we had a few beers, probably more than 4, talking about what we could talk about. But
we did, and we're in Joondalup. That's Joondalup, not Joondalup, and that's a city north of Perth. For those who are not local, and we're at a pub. I think it was it Down the Hatch?
Oh,
shout out to Down the Hatch.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
or
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Up in June.
And then we had another sign because we still didn't have a name at that point. And we just, decided to go over to the good old Paddy Malone's, which is Irish pub in Joondalup. Fantastic place. And we bumped into an actual podcaster. And she had been doing podcasting for a little while. And she was absolutely fantastic. And I think that was another sign to, we'd just been talking about doing a podcast. And then we meet an actual podcaster. And there were a few signs there to go, okay, let's give this a go, But the actual name of our podcast, funny enough, was suggested by Gasoline Panel and Paint. And they're located at Unit 477, Motivation Drive, Wangara. You can call them on 0483 147 140. And
that was beautiful.
Like I did that. That is a true story, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Bruce and Gasoline Panel and Paint mentioned 4Beerzin, and we kind of went with it. We did a bit of a Google fact check to make sure there was no one else out there, which we did, and we couldn't find, anyone else. And we thought that's a really good good name. And then and then we went from there. Really.
It gave us a good avenue to go. All right, we're going to go have 4 beers before we start any of these.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which we tried to. We I don't mean to jump in here, sorry, Dan, but we always meet at Johnny Fox's before we do a podcast. So another shout out because we've gone to those other places like Penny Lanes and down the hatch. But Johnny Fox's has always looked after us when we go there for a few drinks. We with our guests, we always get our guests to meet us there first. We had the lovely Lucy come and join us for the last few episodes, and so we go there for a few drinks, and we're helping the West Australian economy by drinking some beers at Johnny Fox's down the hatch.
Yep. And that's in Northbridge, Johnny Fox's.
Yeah.
So go in there, have a drink, let them know that you know 4Beerzin, and let us know if anything happens after that. we can't guarantee anything, but if you heard it here first, you probably won't. You probably won't get a free drink, but you may see us in there. You may see us.
Yeah.
We normally sit it outside in the back corner. We might be there. So come over and say hello. Or you could just go over and say hello to 3 random blokes. But,
Film it.
Yeah. But in terms of inspiration or inspo, was it inspo? Is that how it says on social media?
Yeah, it was inspo.
Inspo. Love that. Did you guys have any inspo for this podcast? Is there like...
I mean, the reason why I did this, all of us have been really good mates for a long time, but as we all get older and stuff like that, sometimes we sort of drift a little bit, and it's a good chance to actually catch up and actually sit down and have a few beers and have a yarn. Because we all catch up when we can, but this gives another vehicle, another element to do it. So for me, the inspiration for it is to actually just come and have a chat and hang with some buddies.
Yeah, we've met some great guests and, had some great conversations and good laughs. I mean, there's a few podcasts out there that I've had to listen to and kind of gone, oh, okay, that's interesting. But not many that's really given me a huge inspiration. I could do a shout out to the Greater Good podcast. That's been a good laugh, and it's interesting to see how someone has started a podcast and where they are now. There's also Inept, which is a WA, couple of comedians there. Started listening to those guys. Again, they're a good laugh, and I would say they're the main two that I've probably listened to recently. Can think of. Oh, and Constance Hall. It's always good. WA, and it's been great. So I hope that answers the question too. Was it Rochelle? Was that her name? Yeah. Thanks, Rochelle.
Thanks. Cheers, Rochelle. So what's our next question there, Luce?
So the next question is from, it says Ezra Caneza.
Ezra Caneza?
On Instagram. So where's...
Shout out to Ezra Caneza.
Nice name, quite catchy. Where's the weirdest place you've had a beer?
Weirdest place you've had...
Had a beer.
Weirdest place you had a beer. Oh, so hang on. So Ezra Caneza, so we need to do a shout out to them.
We
right?
do.
I mean, there is an amazing local Perth band called Legs Electric. And if you have not seen Legs Electric play, you have to go out and see them play. Danny and I know we've seen them play a few times. Yeah. I think, Joe, you came along to a show at the Amplify Bar and saw them there. But great band, played with international touring artists. They played with Kiss one time.
Yep.
Get out and check out local Perth music. They are actually kicking many, many goals. An amazing band to go see. One of my favourite bands at Perth, by far, by a long far. By a long far? By a long shot. Yeah, they're a great band.
Yeah, they have a really good sound, and I think they just supported the Southern River Band.
Yeah.
They're also another really cool band.
Yeah,
I'll check them out.
Definitely worth a check out. So what's Escaneza's question there, please?
Where's the weirdest place you've had a beer?
Right.
Weirdest place.
I know the coolest.
Can you
cool
have
place.
a weirdest place where you've drunk a beer though? Isn't that always a good time?
We've had a beer at the top of Bluff Knoll. When we took we're going to climb the highest peak in Western Australia. Highest peak.
Highest knoll.
Highest knoll. It's not even a mountain. We don't have any mountains in Western Australia. We have a knoll. It still takes you 3 hours to walk up it. But, Yeah, that's not even long, is it?
No,
it takes weeks to do Everest.
Yeah.
We
It's
took
not
3
for the
hours.
faint-hearted.
It knackers you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a beer over there.
Oh, wow.
I reckon the nicest place I've had a beer, if I can just jump in real quick, over in Thailand, going over to Phi Island. Not at Phi Island, but on the way back, there's this a little beach like island thing where it's just like one rock, few palm trees, and some wooden bar. And it's called Cracky Island, and all they do is play Bob Marley music, and you sit there for a few hours as the sun's setting and have beers.
Great.
Beautiful place to have a beer.
Yeah, nice.
Is it more, have you ever had, like, been stuck somewhere because you've just opened a beer?
Oh, I've had a beer at a cemetery before. We were filming.
That is a bit weird.
Filming near Karakata Cemetery for a film, and there was the end of the shoot, and we were all knackered, so I had a beer at Karakata Cemetery, which was possibly strange. God, lads, what about you?
I always think a beer in bed is always a bit weird. No?
So depends.
Just me.
Depends what you've done just before that beer. Is it like a celebratory beer?
Have you earned that beer?
Have you earned it?
No.
Was it a lonely beer, but you still earned it? Sorry, I shouldn't have gone there. But anyway, like, like how, like,
I've got a feeling I'll be drinking a few beers in February.
I mean, can we pull you in here, Luce? Is there a strange place you've had a beer?
Yeah.
No, I've been in some. I always have this the thing me when it comes to thing to say. I've never been to America, but I've been in some states. So
Cool, good saying.
Yeah.
I'll have to agree with you, Rob. There, I've had a drink on a cemetery before years ago when I was like 14 and underage drinking. Used to go
And
to
not
the
at a
local-
funeral. You weren't at a funeral.
No,
No.
well, a
Just
funeral's a bit different, isn't it? But I've drunk on a cemetery before on someone's headstone, really old headstone. Like,
What about in a shower? Have you ever been having a shower and you've opened a beer and gone, I've got to have a shower now? So your beer sits outside of the shower and then you put your arm out, beer, like little drink, and then get back in there and wash your hair or your body. Never done that?
No, sorry.
No.
Well, there you go. I've done that many times back in the day. So there's your weird. Is that the weirdest?
did you not pour the beer over your head like a bit of a shampoo?
I've done that in Bali.
Beer shampoo.
Yes, you have.
Well, there you go. Weirdest place, maybe in the shower.
Cool. All right, maybe we'll move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Azaka.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And there's a question from Vows to My Body on Instagram.
Cool.
Who would you love to have a beer with, dead or alive?
Oh. I know mine straight away, but you guys go first.
It's got to be David Beckham.
I knew you were going to say
Yeah.
David Beckham.
Any day of the week. I would clear my schedule to have a beer with that guy.
You'd clear your schedule.
I would clear my schedule.
Oh, man.
Mine. I'll have a nice glass of wine.
Yeah.
Not a shandy.
No, not Shannon.
Nah.
No, a glass of wine. Probably with. I'm gonna say Freddie Mercury.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
that.
Well, you really? Wait.
I'd love to have a drink with him. Yeah.
Yeah, you think the
Wow.
And I'd be like, do you
conversation.
want to go to a karaoke bar afterwards? Be like, fucking
But
great.
were you like you sing?
No, you're my backup.
Luce,
Very good.
we'll put you in here. Who would you love to have a beer with?
It would have to be, I don't know if you remember her, but she was literally, I was obsessed with her as a young child. Anna Nicole Smith, if you remember her.
Wow.
Yeah.
One who married a 90-year-old millionaire and then sadly died years ago.
Wow.
I always had a soft spot for Anna Nicole Smith.
Okay.
Okay. What about you, Rob? Because you had
So-
yours.
So Chris Cornell, like straight away, like massive, Soundgarden, Audio Slave. Just love to have a beer with him and just, find out about things in his life.
That's it. The conversation. It might. Some people you might want to have a beer. You might be like, oh, they're good to look at. But conversation-wise,
Yeah.
you got one beer.
How
I mean-
about someone that, like, not a real person? How about
Not a real
just
person.
a fantasy? Just Harry Potter. Someone is there someone that?
Oh,
would
you
like-
mean like
Wonder
yeah,
Woman.
someone like
yeah.
oh, straight away.
Don't say David Beckham again. Straight away.
I reckon, you know. Oh, I'd probably have Rose Tyler, and that's Billy Piper who played Doctor Who's companion.
You've
so
had a
not-
thing for
so
Billy
not
for
Billy
years.
Piper, but Rose.
I'd be like
The character she played.
Yeah, it'd be Rose, and then on my right, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Whee!
But
Oh,
Buffy
okay.
then,
Not Buffy now.
not Buffy now.
Wow.
Buffy then.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you guys are making me think.
Buffy and Rose.
Oh,
What do you reckon, Joe?
crap. I don't know.
You asked the
I
question.
know. What about you, Lucy? Do you know one that biopic?
Fox Mulder from the X Files.
Oh.
I've been watching it.
Oh.
Fox Mulder, yeah.
Oh,
We'd
that's
have some interesting conversations, especially about the
Damn.
supernatural.
That's a great one, actually.
Wow.
Show me those files.
Show me those.
Trust no one.
I know there's more letters in the alphabet.
Oh man, I can't think of
Diddle-diddle.
Yeah. Mind you, she's doing okay.
Well,
Scully.
you
Yeah.
picked two, so Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
Must
Would
have
you
a
would
drink.
you
Yeah,
have
Mulder and
Scully
Scully,
there?
You might as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
British
Okay.
or American accent? That's for him.
Oh, I like her in American accent.
have
I
to,
know.
wouldn't
I
you?
know she switches, as in she speaks in a British accent, but I like the American accent on Scully.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one, actually. I
Yeah,
hadn't thought of that.
I'm kind of lost here. I can't think of. There's like people flashing through my head, but I can't narrow it down to like one person.
I'd have a drink with Mel, but I don't. You're talking about one drink. If you're talking about big shout out there, Mel. Love you, Mel.
Hang on. Mel who?
Mel,
Sorry.
Mel Gibson.
Oh, sorry, Mel Gibson.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
I thought we were on first
No,
name.
no, you know- you
How
know-
many Mels do you know?
You know who I thought you was talking about? Melanie B from Spice Girls.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Posh Spice.
I-
So
See,
so
that's
you
why
get through
we're
to
all
Beckham.
different.
I had no idea.
I think Mel.
Have you got your person there, Joe?
No. Oh.
All right.
Mulder was pretty good.
Well, it's pretty good. I think you
Yeah.
guys have ticked the box there. Maybe we move on
Yeah,
to the next question.
What's
Yeah,
the
next-
next
yeah.
question?
Yeah, yeah.
Come back to that.
Ooh, the next question is: where is the best or favorite place for a cheeky beer?
Oh, cheeky bevy.
Oh.
Look, I'm going to say Johnny Fox's, just because we've been there so many times before we do this. So shout out Johnny Fox's for a cheeky pint. That's actually pretty good. I've had many a cheeky pint in Johnny Fox's.
I'm going to say the Free Sheet Sports Bar up in Butler there.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
right near the trainer. I've had a few cheeky ones in there and then jumped on the train.
Not drove.
Where does that train go? Train to nowhere.
All right, what about you two? So cheeky pint. Where do you go for a cheeky pint?
Ooh.
See, I see cheeky pint as you escape. So there's a particular place that I'm not allowed to mention.
Oh.
That is in Northbridge. That sometimes you're at that place, you're like, oh, really need to get out of this building, and I'll go for a cheeky pint because Johnny Fox's is nearby to that building. So it's the cheeky pint where you go where you're not. It's not a plan. You've gone there for a cheeky beer to get you through the day.
Just a quickie.
Yeah, quickie.
Just wet the lips.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, wet the whistle.
I'd have to agree. Actually, yeah, that would be my sort of hideout.
I have no idea where this place is. Is this a place?
Well, we do have a brew right here
We
in the
do-
studio. It's called Kangaroo Brew. And
we all looked at the other one.
I know. And you're all looking at it. I'm going, it's a brew to get you jumping. But yeah, yet to consume. But that might be something for season 3 that we
If we make it.
If we make it that far, of course we're going to make it.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's more things to come as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
we got
believe,
loads of stuff going on.
I
Loads
believe
of-
we've got to the last question though. There
Oh.
was there
was that
another
last
one?
question?
There's another one. No, that's it. All right, cool. Well, unless you know
Hang on.
a cheeky bev, a cheeky brew place.
Does Lucy have a question?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
What would your superpower be and why?
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, mine would just be. I was
What?
going to say fly, but maybe not fly. No, transportation. What's it called? What's the word for it?
Ah, right.
Just
Yeah,
so I could
transportation,
Be,
yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Like,
Anyway,
I'm
I could
here
just
1 minute,
just
and then I'm
be
at Woolworths the
anywhere
next.
in the world. Yeah.
Woolworths?
or wherever.
Man, I'm telling you, yeah, that's not going to be the place.
If you had all your shopping,
Yeah, I suppose.
you just like click your fingers at home.
Yeah. I had bigger ambitions. But yeah, we could do that. And on what Woolies?
Well, you're local, Willie.
Look so shout out to Woolies.
Willie's out there.
Yeah,
Right, Dan, secret
that'd be
power,
mine.
mate.
We shop everywhere. Superpower. I think like superheroes. I'm thinking like, it'd be cool to be like Gambit.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's just a look of Gambit. But if I could look like Gambit but have Wolverine superpowers,
so heal yourself.
actually I could look like both. But yeah, be Wolverine, yeah, and Gambit. If you don't know who these two people are,
Oh man, I thought you was gonna say, can
look them
I
up.
play like David Beckham? If I had the floor.
Bend it like Beckham.
It's a secret power. I think it'd be amazing to fly. You can fly anywhere you want, but then also that feeling of flying would be amazing.
Would you fly to Bluff Knoll?
Would you fly to Woolies? I'll see you there in 5.
Just going to the shop to get some milk. Gonna fly
Yeah,
there.
get some milk and that. Start the car. Don't need to, babe. You know how I fly. I can only carry one though because I'm flying.
Lucy, what would be your secret power? Since you asked the
yeah.
question, you must have a power in mind.
Oh, I'd be like, Sirius Black out of Harry Potter when he transforms into like is it the dog he transforms?
the wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I'd do
he's
something like that, like be there 1 minute human and then just go into like a cat.
'Cause he
or
was
something.
So any animal.
Yeah,
not
like
just
a
one particular one.
panther or something.
he
like
was
that.
a
Okay.
werewolf, wasn't he? But a werewolf.
No, was he?
There's
I didn't think
two.
he
No,
was.
one-
There's a
he's
werewolf
not
and
the
a
werewolf.
lichen. Hey, one can control when they turn, the other is full moon.
From my understanding.
Yeah. Fact check that.
I didn't think that was Snape though.
No, Snape is a different dude.
Snape's different.
Oh, who did you say? Sorry, Luce.
So
Sirius Black.
Oh, so yep. Sirius Black, yep.
yeah, cool. Well,
Quite a
I
fact
think
check.
I think that maybe fact check us, and then for season 3, you can write in and let us know if we've got Sirius Black right, or if what
And-
superpower you might want to have. Maybe you can write in about that.
Could do that. But before we sign off, we're still waiting to hear what MOT stands for. But maybe Lucy might be able to give us the answer.
Way to put her on a spot. So, cars in England, MOTs.
What
Oh,
does the
it's
M
Motor.
and the O?
Motor oil testing.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, we haven't had
Could
that
be
one.
motor oil testing.
What did we have? Motor
That was
I
a
have
guess,
no
by the
idea.
way. It might not
on
be motor.
transport.
It's
Something like
something
that.
to do with motoring or motor.
Yeah, that's still a mystery, everybody. Unless you know it, please comment and let us know. But before we go, you didn't hear it here first. But if you did, it's here. You heard it here on 4Beerzin.
We're not saying
Only
it.
been- only
We're
been
not
saying
saying
it-
it's true.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's true, but if you did, you heard it here first on 4Beerzin. Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah.
He's in
Yes,
WA.
he is,
Yeah. If you don't mind us, Nick, can we call you Nick? You're down in Margaret River,
Oh,
filming a
yes.
film right now, doing a bit of surfing.
Mm-hmm.
Be great to have you on the show. Or give us a shout out. You know where we are. Maybe.
Mr. Cage, please reach out. We would love to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have fond memories of Nicolas Cage. Con Air being one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Face off.
The Rock.
Face Off.
The
Yeah.
Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yep. Raised in Arizona. I think
That's
so.
the big one that
Raised.
people talk
Yeah.
about. But many times I've done your accent. I'm not going to do it here in
Oh,
Con
go
Air.
on. Just for,
Go on.
There's
for the
just
last,
so
We've
for the
had
last
many.
one.
We've
the
had
last
we've had
moment.
Elmo. So come
No,
on.
I've never. Elmo's back. But I've never understood. There's a bit in Con Air. There's a bit in Con Air where and I say it all the time, but I don't know the actual sentence. And he says, "Well, Nick, you say this in Con Air. You say something like, 'It's not my time in Yahtzee, but let's do it.'" And I don't think you say it's not my time in Yahtzee, but you say something like that. And it is just amazing. So anytime, Nick, come on and correct that one sentence. So here we are,
Here we go,
season 2. 4 beers in.
4 beers